going to start this set off on Vulpine. We just saw it. We're going to have another match on Vulpine. Valtsyuk takes Arabia, interestingly. Because you... Oh, no, you get to ban first. Okay, so with the best of threes, you get to ban first. Which means that the two players have actually banned what the opponent had as their home map. So Valtsyuk banned Lookout, which is Metal Mania's home map, and Metal Mania banned Four Lakes, which Valtsyuk had. So they've taken Arabia and Row Rage. So the maps that are in the best of threes and the best of fives for this division are all the maps that were picked as home maps for all the players. So there were 12 players, and they each had a home map. I think Arabia was chosen a couple of times. So that's given us, what's that, 10 maps in total. So the best of threes and best of fives will contain those maps, and that's where this draft board comes from. The other divisions will have their own maps, of course, based on what each individual chose to pick. As for civs, looks like you get to ban a couple. So some strong civs banned there. And then you pick 3, you pick 2, and then your opponent gets to snipe one of those 2. So you can't use it. So it's kind of like picking another ban in a way. You pick a ban, if that's a phrase. And both players have decided to snipe. Snipe feels wrong. It says snipe, but snipe kind of feels like you're taking it for yourself, which you're not. You're just taking it away from your opponent. I guess snipe with that symbol is certainly a shoot. But yeah, Japanese Khmer were picked and then taken off the draft board. So 4 civs for 3 maps. We're all good in that regard. Have not switched over to Capture Age. There we go. We have switched over to Capture Age. And you can see it all now. Metal Mania has got the Saracens. And Valtsyuk has gone with the Bulgarians. So, another 2 civs to think about. Vulpine again. Trade Workshop still there. Will we see it get used in this match? I'm not convinced. Saracens, good archers. Bulgarians, probably the worst archers. Yes, the worst archers. Because I think the Spanish get the final armor, right? So, worst archers in the game. Let's see how they play it. Valtsyuk will be wanting to do a bit better than what he did last game. Which, of course, was 10 minutes ago for us. But, however, a week before when, for him, between these sets. So Saracens, yeah, as we said, great archers, good camels. Bulgarians do get good cav. Get some upgrades regarding their cavalry. So you could see some use for the camels with the Saracens. Infantry, obviously really good in the early and mid game with the free upgrade of the militia line. And 5 melee armor is quite good too. So it'll be interesting to see how they go about this one. And how the two want to play this. How open they're willing to be. Are they willing to embrace it? They need to embrace full feudal Scouts ban. Valtsyuk needs to go Man-at-Arms, and then Scouts, and then just full Scouts. That's what I want to see. Alright. Little tight base. Don't mind it. One of the berries, keeping the wood line close by as well. And on this side, berries a bit more forward and taking a wood line maybe further away but close to the stone. Here we go, over to gold. Does get me thinking it's going to be some militia. He's going to try and click up. I don't think Valchuk's going to have the amount he wants here. He's going to be a little bit short. Oh, he's going to be close. He's fine. Bulgarians can afford a tower and still drop a TC. Yeah. Okay, so you go lumber camp and immediate tower. Or actually, by the time you even get attacked, you could drop a tower like on, like in the space that you leave open. So immediate tower. Don't even risk it. Just drop a tower. Don't wait until you need it, because by the time you find that out, it's too late. And you can cut through. I think that's a nice little theory. I think the comments before about the longer you can play the game at your opponent's base, the better. Because then your eco is just untouched at home. So you can keep the pressure on forward. Both players have got their scouts forward. Although Metal Mania has seen the flag, but I feel like he was a bit slow in reacting to that. Because he has not tracked these guys in the slightest. Meanwhile, Valchuk's just not watching his scout. I mean, he knows where he needs to go. He wants to go here. And where are these fields going? Metal Mania's got 500 gold. Sorry. He's just Saracen. I've completely missed this. He's just going Saracens. Full Saracens with this. Wow. So he's going to be up with way too much idle TC time. But 21 vils. Let's go 23 vils, given the amount he's lost. And he's just going to market his way out of this. As the scout is going to get away as it annoys 2 vils. But then can the man-at-arms get a kill? They don't, but they can start tapping away on a few things here as well. How are the walls? Metal Mania hangs on, does not lose those vils. But this is very interesting. Metal Mania is going to be able to drop a market here. He's going to be able to drop the next production building behind it. And he is actually going to be able to click up really quickly. He's got to watch out and make sure he does not overchop this in any way. He won't anytime soon, but he will be up. Valchuk's about to find this out. He's going to go, wait, there's a market. Huh? And he's going to have no idea that there are just... Oh, these bills came back. I'm surprised. But these guys are out here, and he's just going to Saracens his way up to the next stage. And there it is. And he's going to be able to go crossbows off this. Yeah, I'd like a little... To be honest, I'd actually like a little Drush. I'd like this to have been a Drush FC play more than... Because you've invited the pressure with this, right? So your 22 vils, let's say he did it perfectly, which he's had to add an extra vil. But if he did a pure, say, 22 vils... Is it open? It's open. It's open. And this is the problem now. Yeah, he's invited the pressure. Whereas imagine his Drush was getting cleaned up at this point. This is bad now. Suddenly this is really bad. Yes, there's an archer here, but so much is idle. And he can, yes, he can market but it's not good. But yeah, if he starts with a drush, and maybe scouts it early, which he did, to be fair. Like, he did send the scout out. He did know where to go. There's also just a lot of foxes that you can take. You just got to shift kill them all. And if you spread the vills out, right, because there's no drop off, if you go one vill there and there, then you get to scout them quicker, and they've obviously got their random walks as well, so they can walk in and out of view. But setting 4 and having them all move together is just adding, you know, that little. If you're gonna do this, it's adding. It's a little bit less efficient than it could be. But anyway, Metal Mania's up. Valchuk is nowhere near. He's not even on gold. He is up 6 vills. Now these vills are going to come back. I am interested to know what this looks like as a random map at the high end. As you say, Kados, right? We're used to those 2 weeks of Empire Wars, but as a random map, I want to know what the pros do. Like, do the pros maybe try and drop a mill? Like, Khmer to me feel like, you know, you just drop some random houses and you can go hide in them. Use the map and its features. Use the features of the map to your advantage. The map in Aussie Ascension. Oh boy. Now I'm trying to remember that. Tiergarten. That one? With the berries to the side and the deer to the side? Yeah. I never had to play that. Because I banned it. It's my perma-ban. That one. Like, I don't want to learn this. Woodline out the back now. So Metal Mania is up. He is down 8 villagers. He is only now getting crossbow. Rest collected is awful. And I think Valchuk's okay. He only killed 1 vill. But he's up a great vill count. And he even has armor on his scouts. These archers can't leave. Yeah, the archers can't leave. They not with 4. Because these scouts will run them down, actually. And yeah, so this vill count should kind of level up by the time Valchuk's up. But he does have wheelbarrow. And he has double bit. And he has horse collar. Nothing for the Saracens. I didn't mind the build. I think it needed a little bit more refining, though. And I see these men-at-arms. They are going to be... Oh, come on! The bear. Unbelievable. The bear just ruins it. What have we got here? Still got these guys. They're taking chickens now. Hares. Scouts are running around. And he's coming in before... No, he should have waited. This is pre-longsword. Longswords would be devastating, but he's actually attacking... Oh, he's smart. He's attacking the house at the same time, which means the woodline has gone unnoticed. And he actually will get a little bit of value out of this. Yep, he's killed 1. He's killed 2. And there will be 3. Very, very nice. And there could be 4. This is not being seen. And this is some bad situation here. This is a bad situation. Shark, hello. You are the 3rd person that has told me I have to stream this game. I have to get to the end of this set. And the fact that you are the 3rd person to talk about it makes me think that we are doing it tonight. We will do it tonight. We will do it. TDI has posted this and he's tagged me. He said, you've got to watch this game. Buggy has said before, I've got to do this game. And now you're telling me. Obviously, the three of you were all in it. I will get there. You want to uninstall. Alright, no more comments about it though. That's it. No more. We'll get to it at the end of this set. Valchuk is currently... Oh, it was a 1v1. Oh, it wasn't a team game. Okay, so it was a 1v1. Okay, even better. Whatever. The game that he had sent. We'll get there. We got to focus on this one first, though. Yeah. Yes, of course. You had that team game the other week that I had showed on Black Forest. That was a good fun one. I actually played Lil Jon, who was one of your teammates that day, on the rank ladder soon after that. Okay, Kados. Superfast FC, you normally see Knights. Yeah. Plays better into the Scouts. Yeah. I think Metal Mania had a chance, and he hasn't really taken... He did get some kills, though. I feel like I missed where some of those went down. I guess it was here, right? On the wood line. But the Scout numbers are there. Valchuk's got map control. He does have a second town center. Both players will be on 2 now. And it's strong. There's a strong army presence from Valchuk, which, to be fair, we saw this a lot in the semi-final as well. He did get early Castle Age, Feudal Age. He was getting the army numbers. He just wasn't using the army numbers. We're seeing double bit axe now. And Fish and Tofu, you mentioned about Sneakville. There are vills that are already naturally sneaking. They are just taking all the res out the side. Which, if you are Valchuk, you should actually notice, because you do see all the hunt die off once you have explored the area. So you would be aware that there are some dead animals out there. If you pay attention, he's going to dive with double... Oh, this is bad. This is bad for Metal Mania. He's only got 9 crossbow. And he is idling a lot at the moment. These guys dive. They go back. They're going to run around. Much like we expected, the middle pretty much untouched. Not even relevant. Knights and light cav will run around. Speed of a light cav, 1.5, and a knight, 1.35. But this is pre-husbandry. Yeah, I think husbandry would be a good upgrade here. He's got good numbers. He's actually making numbers, like, again, 4 Lakes game in that last set. He wasn't... It took him a while to make the numbers when he had the advantage. And then he made the numbers and he didn't really push it home. And then, yeah, the last game on this map, he had numbers as well. This time he's prodding and probing a little bit more, which is quite good. He's got those 2 TCs and they are running, which Metal Mania's TCs are not. But there are a lot of crossbows now. There's a lot of crossbows now. We've got 3 on stone, which makes me think we might be seeing a switch, a castle soon. And he's come around. Oh, this is nice. He might be able to squeeze these crossbow a little bit, get some good hits on before the town center is firing as well. But to be honest, he could just keep going there. He should garrison these. Crossbows could also be garrisoned. The TC is actually not that full. And he's just going to dive. He's going to dive. He's going to take them down. He's going to try and take as much down as he can. I don't know if this full approach is actually the right way. But he gets kills. He gets kills at the expense of pretty much all the army. He does now take a 9-vil lead, does Valchuk, and he's going to be in. Oh, no, re-walled. Got re-walled. Got re-walled. See what we've got. These archers are trying, but the knights are in. Are they? Yeah, they're in. The knights are actually in. And Valchuk's got to try and get what he can here with his remaining knights. The Vils have to run for Metal Mania, but more Vils go down. Valchuk wasn't actually producing Vils at that time. He had a bit of idle time, but he is up. He's got some great damage, I feel. I feel like the damage is good. That's what he sees. I'm trying to work out if scouting is playing into the score, because the position is nice, and we're going to see a Krepost on the face. Buggy, the Elos are at the top. We are in the 1600 range, which is quite good. I think we are seeing some alright gameplay. I want to see Saracens get off wood, off food. 44 on fox. Well, there's not that many foxes left. He's taken them all. Go full feudal foxes. That's the way, right? Extinction, yeah. And, oh boy. Predictions. Does this go up? Does this go up? There's a crossbow mass here that will win against the Knights. And it's spotted. But the Knights don't care. The Knights are just trying to waste time. The Knights just want to waste time. They're not here to try and kill these crossbow. They just want to waste time so that the Krepost can go up. And if the Krepost goes up, Metal Mania's off gold. Metal Mania needs to go back to the stone. And there it is. Krepost is up. Metal Mania quick to realize he needs gold and goes out to the west or the south of his base. We see Conics. We're going to see Conics now. Infantry armor would be handy for those as well. And Valchuk, this is the time, I think. Second Krepost here, then lumber camp your way into the trade workshop. The Knights are diving again. Even if it doesn't kill anything, it's idling the TC. It's idling 15 villages at once. Once you get that second armor in, you can just run like this and be a nuisance. And he's happy to trade off for Vils again. I don't know if this is right, but he is happy to do it. He's happy to trade the army for Vils. It's giving him a big Vil lead. Metal Mania now needs to go forward and get counter damage with the army that he's got. He has got the army advantage now. He needs to force Valchuk to bring his army back, because this is open, and now he can go and idle all of these. He can idle all of these. You see? Bod can come in, and that looks like an attempt for some skirms. Yeah. That looks like he's preparing skirms, which I like. But these guys need to come forward now. So what will he know? He won't have any clue about this, that capture age bug with the farms. He will know that there's some farming eco out here, but nothing else has been added to it, which is unfortunate for him. Otherwise, he can dive the TC. We've got guys that were farmers that are idle. And there is that second Krepost. And there will be Imp pretty quickly as well. We do have a couple of Conics out. These Vils that were farming here will die. This Vil will die. That needs to be a warning. Valchuk needs to be thinking about that now and go, hang on a moment. What are the sounds? Does he think the sounds are here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, he sees it. He sees it. He runs. He needs his houses behind now. Yep. And everything else here. Oh, he needs to house that too. He's going to get enough of this up. Actually, he's going to get it all up. Although he might still lose these Vils because he's not paying attention. He's not paying attention. And he will... What happened to all the gold? Oh, he made more Knights. He made more Knights. Uh-oh. Metal Mania's going to have 5 TCs. He's only got crossbow, but he's going to have a lot of crossbow. And Saracen's going to break through the house really quickly. 23 crossbowmen here. There's no army. The whole the Cav army has to come all the way back. And this is what we've said. Metal Mania needed to get counter damage. And he has forced an incredible amount of idols. There are 33 vills there, and there's 48 idle villagers. Oh my days. 48 idle villagers under one town centre. The Knights and the Conics will eventually clean this up. But not after the worker efficiency dropped to 20%. And there is another Krepos being planned. And this should go up as well as the TC doesn't quite range. Does that TC range that Krepos? No, not quite. He's really not pretty. That was not pretty at all for Valchuk, and that has given Metal Mania a route back into the game. I've once done this myself, but a Krepost is not a big tower, it's a little castle, which means you can't use mangonels. I was certainly one that thought a Krepos was a big tower, so therefore thought a mangonel could work with a vill behind it, but it doesn't. I don't know if that's just defense, because oh, I guess it's there for the skirms. That's okay. It's there for the skirms. I'm just worried that he keeps rolling it forward like he wants to engage the Krepos. I'm like, hey, we don't want to... Not that. Not that. But yeah, it's there. There are a lot of skirms here, so the mangonel does help. Valchuk's going to find his way to Imp, though. And with him, we should be able to push this a little bit more. Metal Mania's got 8 on food. Yeah, 8 on food. Yeah, that's not gonna work. This does. I mean, yeah, score is level, but this, from what we can see, 26 extra vills on the way to Imp. Position. 3 Krepos on the front. This is not going to end well for Metal Mania. So mark it out the back and attempted outpost, and oh no, the crossbows are back. Valchuk, you need something back here, man, or else this is going to be more deaths. Where's the cav? The skirms are going to try and run back. Oh no. Cut to the middle. It's hurting me. Oh my god, it's an aggressive castle on the face from Metal Mania. Oh my days. How much eco is here? This is... 61 villagers are here. 61 villagers are here. This castle takes them all out of the game. And there's a castle here. Oh my god. This mangonel, if this mangonel actually was still living here, it might hurt this, but there are knights. And castle got up for Metal Mania. Crossbow are going to hide enough, and now the skirms will die because they're under the castle. And Valchuk has to run. He has got to run a whole lot of the eco. And on this side, he's getting kills on the fields. There's fields that are idle. Both players are going to be a base trade in the 46th minute. And no! Metal Mania taps out. Because I guess he realized he was never going to click up. And that he was eventually going to lose as a result. But I would have kept playing. There were kills here to be had. 36 minutes idle TC time. Good work from Valchuk, though. He did execute a little bit better. Trying to play that fast castle, yeah, that didn't work. I think it needed a drush. I think if you wanted a fast castle, you needed to put the pressure on the front to start with a drush, and then hopefully it means that the man-at-arms have to be used defensively. Or at least the scout is at home. But yeah, an interesting idea from Metal Mania. It's not quite worked. Maybe against the slower civ, as you say, fish and tofu. Maybe like a Burgundians. That might take a little bit longer to go up. Maybe something like that is where it could work. I do like the idea. Yep. Fairly good idea. Just did not work. Vouchuk gets the home map, or the neutral map here, and goes up 1-0. All right, time for game number 2. Of course, this is a best of 3. So Vouchuk takes this. He gets 3rd place in the castle bracket. And he has got the Berbers here. And on the other side of things, we've got Metal Mania, who's got the Vikings. And this map, very interesting. So you get the deep fish. You can see the deep fish under here. You've got plenty of deer. You've got a couple of javelinas around the place as well. There it is. And then you've got some ponds in the middle. And the ponds in the middle has, well, great comment there. You got the ponds that you can walk over, and you've got some water, some fish that you can take. You can dock them for some early fish eco. I've been disappointed with the lack of demos out of these. And there's been a cannon galleon produced out of a middle one earlier in the tournament. But yeah, very interesting. As for some of the other stuff, wood lines are a little bit thin. At least around the back, they're a bit thin. Here, it's okay. Golds and stones, you got plenty, but they're a bit more spread out. So plenty that you can get to. Plenty of golds to expand to, but in smaller patches. Patches of 2 all around the map. And it looks like there's some stone around here as well, which is quite good. Both players should dock. I'd be surprised if we didn't see a dock. I'm also surprised at the lack of Chinese. I'm surprised at the lack of Chinese. So, because Chinese, of course, you start with the extra vills, you can get loom, but then because you're on the deep fish from second 1, you don't really have idle time, so you just have 3 extra vills, or 2 extra vills in Dark Age, and then the 3rd one once your opponent gets loom. So seeing a dock from Metal Mania on the front, and sometimes you see... No, actually, Vouchuk's not docking. He is not docking. I was going to say, sometimes you see the players go for the other pond, expecting that someone may go to the middle. Well, as far as I know, they tend to run pretty regularly. You're making a 7-week commitment. So 5 group stage games and then 2 playoff games. The 5 group stage games are best, or play all 2s. So you play your home map and your opponent's home map, which means you've got 1 map. You can pick your favorite map in the entire game. Pretty much any standard DE map you can pick, and anything from an S tier tournament, or I think even A tier tournaments you can pick. So you can pick... You've got pretty much any map that you've ever seen you can kind of take, except for hyper random. You can't take a hyper random or a mega random. But outside of that, pretty much free reign. And you get to play 5 games on it. And you've seen, this tournament has seen, some players just like really know their home map. That's why I'm a little bit annoyed at those who picked Arabia. Or Arena. Arena falls into this category as well. And even Four Lakes a little bit. Four Lakes is pretty common. Like, you're picking a map that a lot of people understand. So you don't really have an advantage. Whereas Willix picked something very similar in Atacama, but different enough that he understood it. And he won every single game on Atacama, as we got a few idols here. You want every single game on Atacama, all, I think I can say all 7? 6 or 7, one of those two. Obviously the 5 group stage games and the finals. Didn't lose one on there, and looked dominant in all of them. Never looked troubled, because he just had a game style. As we're going to see this. This is good from Valchuk here. He's going to delay this barracks. Didn't dock though, remember that. He didn't dock, so he'll be down on res, and the Vikings are about to get wheelbarrow. As Metal Mania goes up on 20 vils. He'll finish that barracks off. He'll be okay, but now there might be a problem here. This vil was in the wrong spot, out of position, and should survive. Actually does well to trade a little bit of HP off that scout as well. You had to bail. Oh, the fires. Okay. That's never ideal. Hopefully, all was okay in the end. Hopefully, all was okay. That would have been, what, middle of last year then, right? Or was it 2024? I don't actually remember. Sadly. It's going to be scouts from Valchuk here. Just Berber scouts. No water, though. See, this is where I want a demo. Right now, I want a demo. January of last year. Okay, yep. Because a demo here, as the scouts may look to try and take out the fish. You drop a demo. Big boom. But for now, it's going to be scouts trying. Scouts from both, actually. Scouts can try and get in, but small walls here are okay. There's one vil that's exposed on this side. And fighting away. Lots of scouts running around the place. There's going to be a Hulk. No need. Demo. You run the fish back. And then explode. Bait the scouts in. And then blow them up. But when there's one, I guess a Hulk is okay. Of course, you can garrison the fishing ships now. So, of course, the patch relating to that came in the middle of the tournament. Even on this map. And this is one thing that I really like about the potential to garrison fishing ships. And I know that it's not a popular thing. But it will give either, if it's not an incentive, it will give a... the word escapes me. Maybe incentive is the right word. Players will think about fish trapping in open water like this. Like, this is very exposed. But because you can now garrison, maybe when the fish runs out here, you just drop a couple of fish traps. You don't have to go full Viper fish boom. It's just the fish that you've made. Maybe 2 more to 5. And that's it. Gajaras you could go 10, but 5. And there is that Vil that was exposed on the wrong side of the mining camp. He's going to go down. That's a good spot from Valchuk there. He takes that one out. And this Vil is also getting hit through the corners. Gets hit through the corners. And he survives for now, but it's a little bit awkward there. It's not... I think it's the same way that you would have... I think of it the same way that you have a TC, right? Or a tower, maybe. A tower might be a better example. Of course, the tower has got minimum range as well. And... oh, he's waiting for the overchop. Tower's got minimum range, but you can hide in it. You can still farm around it, or you can cut wood around it.
And you just have it there and you wait for your army to get back, and it's a little bit sloppy as a scout goes down with a spearman there. Viking get 20% extra HP on their infantry. What do we got over this side? Scouts on this side from Metal Mania. They are being a nuisance. And he's in a good position here. Metal Mania is not doing half bad. Now, Metal Mania in the semi-final, he lost 2-0 in a best of 5. He played 2 games for about 10 minutes each, resigned both really quickly, and then didn't play the 3rd game. He had a bit of fight in the last game. So hopefully he's hoping to show a little bit of fight here as well. He's up 9 eco units. Yes, he's got the fish, which is part of it. But he is just taking that with villagers at the moment. And yeah, some fish traps are dropping, but he should be up to the castle age. He does have his eco upgrades as well. He's got wheelbarrow. Wheelbarrow, of course, that's free. Wheelbarrow's coming in for Valchuk now, but Metal Mania is going to be up first. He's in a good spot. Oh no, he was in a good spot, but now the overchop. The overchop. Oh, it's a disaster. The vills are going to drop. Oh, it's so bad. I mean, he'll clean the scouts up now. Probably could have been a bit worse. Oh no. Not good. Not good. Your screen was being silly, Katos. I would hope that people, if I wasn't on capture age for that whole time, would have been a problem. But yeah, I guess, yeah, the traps themselves could go down. That's right. That's right. The traps themselves could go down, which on a Four Lakes or a Kalasan, the traps can only go down to archers. But the concept and the idea that now you can just wait for your army to catch up, right? The same way, that part is similar, right? You wait, you garrison in the tower, you wait for your army to get there. You garrison in the dock, you wait for your army to get there. And that's where I say there's an incentive. It's not a necessity, it's not a guarantee. Mudflow, again, a similar one where you're seeing the fish traps come out as well. Of course, that's a little bit safer because it is under your town center. Not that you have vills there, but it's just an easy location to. Yeah, very interesting. We've got Metal Mania tapping around here. Tapping, tapping, tapping. Valchuk's dropping some walls in. Heavy aggression, idling TC, not a feature. Yeah. Cav and Cav archers, hey? Well, it's going to be crossbow for the Vikings, who are going to the 3rd dock. He's going to take full control. Here's the Vikings. We're going to see longboats. Elite longboats to map control. We're going to see elite longboats in all 3 ponds. Full control of the map as a result. You can't get pushed. No need for stone walls. Elite longboats will do the job. What have we got? These crossbow are around the place. There are some knights here. And yeah, Valchuk's just going to play into the Berber Knights. And by playing into these Berber Knights, he's going to get He's got triple stable, Kados. I don't think we're going to see Genitor. Not yet. He's going to go double armor and just double armor knight his way through this. That is the plan. Where is your Eloy at now, Mr. Tofu? Certainly sound like you have a good grasp on the game. 2k, absolutely brilliant. What a lazy scout. Is he gonna get a kill? There's nothing's garrisoned. Oh, he's gonna get a kill. Brutal. Who's the best player that you've come up against on the rank ladder? If you're at 2k. There's the crossbows. We see a uni. That would be for ballistics. Yep, that's on the way. Which will help, as of course. Oh my god, he's not going to get another kill. No. No. Oh, the farmers. The farmers. Oh, man. Ah, he finally garrisons. Alright, there we go. Scout goes down. Scout goes down. Where's the fight? Oh, no. Okay, it's being tracked. It's being tracked. It's alright. Not too bad. The double armor makes a big difference here as the crossbow kind of just walking around the gold mine. And there's more knights coming through, and as Valchuk, he's turned the game. He's turned the game. There's a hole on the wood line. And Metal Mania taps out. Valchuk takes a 2-0. And he will get the third place in Castle Bracket here for Division C. Well done to him. Metal Mania not hanging around as he was about to lose a whole lot of eco here. This was open. The knight had kept it open. And I think all these vills die, or at the very least they get idled terribly. As for those that were on food, well, it was the fish. That was it. Fishing eco was the food eco. I am surprised that the GG has come after 28 minutes here. And 14 eco up. But, as we said, Metal Mania didn't really... He kind of resigned a little bit early in the semi-finals. So, I wasn't surprised to see him tap out a little bit early here. But well done to Valchuk. He gets a win. He gets himself third place in the Castle Bracket. And, yeah, a good tournament all around for him. I'm sure an enjoyable one for Metal Mania as well. Job well done.